I joined the United States Marine Corps for 2 months and then I left. Well, kind of. Let me explain. If you're one of my 73 subscribers, even though I've been gone for a while, I was at boot camp. Now you know. Sorry I didn't let you all know in advance. That was a dick move. It was just a really chaotic enlistment process. Now for the actual story. Inside. Let's start from the beginning. Receiving week. The ultimate hurry up and wait. After arriving on the depot, recruits go about 3 days without any sleep as we stand at attention in one place or another, waiting to get our paperwork sorted out or do whatever medical needs us to do. We waited outside dental for 3 hours once. Other than that, we just learned the most basic stuff like how to make our racks. Training is where it got good and also where it went to shit. First phase of training is pretty much nothing but cleaning and a lot of PT. It sucks while it's happening, but believe me, you miss it when you leave. But as long as you do everything with speed and intensity and do what you're told and scream at the top of your lungs, then you'll do just fine. Little did I know, I had to fracture my heel for a whole week of training. I thought it was just Achilles tendonitis. I had tendonitis really badly for all of training. But while I was running the physical fitness test, I landed on my foot wrong and had to go see the corpsman who told me to go to medical the next day. And for all of you who don't know anything about the military, if a corpsman tells you to go to medical, you know you're fucked up. Normally the corpsman would just say, "Oh, your leg's broken. Drink more water, you stupid bitch." The doctor looked at my foot and realized that my heel was fractured. He said he would have to drop me to the medical recovery platoon in order to recover before going back to training, but that wasn't the worst part. Turns out training on my weak-ass feet had caused a pronation deformity in both feet, which is what caused the tendonitis and ultimately the stress fracture. That would be fine, except that it's only going to keep happening. The doctor gave me 2 options. He could keep me in training, which would probably take a year or more in and out of medical. Even then, I lost my recon contract, which is what I really wanted to do in the Corps. Or he could give me a medical discharge, which would allow me to re-enlist in 6 months and possibly with my recon contract, as long as I could fix the pronation. I chose the latter. That meant 2 weeks in the recovery platoon and almost 2 more weeks in the separation platoon before I could go home. While eating the tiny box chows that we got on bed rest, I lost almost 20 pounds in 1 fucking week, laying in my bed. Thankfully, in the week, or rather 2 weeks that followed that of going back to the chow hall, I was able to put all that weight back on, and now I'm up to 130, so it's like a little bit more than what I went into boot camp at. So overall, I gained weight. That's cool. Unfortunately, however, I was not able to go to the gym at any point in those 2 weeks in MRP and the 2 weeks in RSP, so I lost all my muscle mass, but that's easy enough to put back on. I want to be clear, my experience with the Marines ended poorly, but it's the best decision I've ever made in my life. Even though I couldn't graduate, the Marine Corps has become the very core of who and what I am. I gave 110% of myself in training, and I couldn't be prouder of my time in the Corps, and while I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, I would wish it on my best friend. Maybe that makes sense. Ultimately, I might not re-enlist, but I'm definitely going to get to the point physically where it's an option to re-enlist with my recon contract. But whether I re-enlist or not, the point of this video is that I'm back on YouTube, back to grinding on videos, and I'm loving every second of it. Missed this shit. For any of you who are new to the channel, you might enjoy this video right here. Check that shit out, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hoorah, bitch.